Hey everybody, Theta back again with another Stone Face Reactions. Nadia, Secret of Blue Water, as you see over here to my right. Actually, it's my left. I'm a fucking dumbass. Anyway, we just got done episode 28, moving into episode 29, which my source tells me is yet another filler episode. I would be a little bit disappointed in that, not for the fact that, well, for one, I don't want to be a negative Nancy all the time, and you all know, and you hate me for it whenever I am. So, try pulling that back a little bit, giving the series the benefit of the doubt since the first half was so good. And now the second half has started so disappointingly. See, there I go, I'm already doing it. Not to mention, my source is also telling me, like, after this, there's one more non-filler episode, and then there's like a span of 4 filler episodes. So, I ain't got much to look forward to if I'm going to be down on every filler episode is bad. I just want them to be better than the last filler episodes. That's all I'm asking. I don't think that's going to be too much. They already gave us the hint that the island's more than it appears to be with the glittering water. So if we could just like dive into that maybe, that'd be great. But in a filler episode, I don't know. We're probably going to be dealing with cooking again. Or veganism. There we go. It's going to be that, or veganism again, or hatred of science. Those are our big 3 things. That, or it's going to be a you forgot you kissed me again. I think that's the rule. We can do everything again that we haven't done 2 times already. I don't know what that means. Although, that does follow my rule, because we have done Nautilus versus Nautilus already. This is the Gilligan's Island thing, I just realized, because now we just made a bunch of other cabins. Our Count can be Thurston Howell. She can be Lubby? Lubby, I think is his wife's name? The 2 rich people. She used to be rich, he used to be rich. And lost everything for it. I appreciate that about her backstory, that we know where she comes from. See, literally, we just talked about this last episode. They're like the moon. They revolve around me, but never seem to get closer. Also, there's no chance in hell Hansen thinks he can beat Sanson. The bad people believe in science. Isn't that right, Nadia? I don't know what his game is. He clearly shaved for this. So, is he just like desperate for affection? I'm not saying she's like a horrible person that he had to be desperate for, but he clearly was not interested before.
私が使ってる歯ブラシよ。
Cool. Use the boiling water, I guess, to clean it? So why did you go to the trouble to make a vacuum?
俺の陣地に入ってくるんじゃねえよ。いつ決めたんだよそんなこと。決まってんだよ昔から。何年何月何日何時何分何秒からなんだよ。9999兆9999億9999万9999年前から決まってんだよ。誰が決めたんだよ。そんな昔に地球
Again, if Hansen is the smart one, why does he think he can beat the guy who can arm wrestle a robot?
こっちは入んなよな。境界線はここだからな。空中はどうすんだ。空中もダメだかんな。しかしどうしたんだろうねあの二人は。
Jeez, we are just bringing everything along from the other filler episodes. I'm not gonna be surprised if we look up and see a second sun in the air.
グランディスさん、なんとかしてくださいよ。
なんで私はこう男運がないんだろうね。ネモ様。
¿Cómo estás, señorita? Grandis.
愛しのネモ様は今頃どこで何をしてらっしゃる
I
のかね。
mean, in fairness, it doesn't occur to me that somebody who can say holographic image of his former wife. It's gonna be a king crab. Is it just gonna be king versus a king crab? Point being, somebody keeps a holographic image of their former wife and looks at it every night. Isn't gonna be looking for a new love.
まあ、キングったらあんなにはしゃいじゃって。何かいいことあったのかしら。ナディアもこっちおいでよ。日向の方が気持ちいいよ。いいわ。これ以上日焼けしたくないもん。あら、グランディさんだわ。何やってんだろう。いやらしいわね、覗き。手紙を海に流してるんだ。
So I mean, they've got like infinite resources now too.
好きだったのね。え？もう鈍感ね。そんな女心もわからないの？だって男だもの。わかるわけないよ。わかろうとしてないじゃない、いつだって。あら、おいしい。
ダメだよ、つまみ食いしちゃ。
つまみ食いじゃないわ。
Oh, I thought those were the mushrooms from that one cave before.
お味の方はいかがかな。
Everyone's gonna go psycho by the end of this episode if those were.
本物のコックさんみたい。
お褒めのお言葉に預かりまして光栄至極に存じますお嬢様。ね
え、本当にエアトンってお金持ちで偉い人なの？
なんで？
だってお金持ちで偉い人なのに料理がとってもグーじゃない。
それは本当に美味しい料理だと
Knocking down the aristocracy.
私がイギリスにいた頃に味わっためくるめくグルメの世界、その味が私の舌に染みついて素晴らしい料理を作らせているだけです。いつの日かマリーが美しく成長した暁にはこのエアトン伯爵様が身も心もとろけるようなイギリス王朝風のディナーにご招待しましょう。おや、カニだ。
I'm still trying to figure out what his game is.
お お、これはラッキー。サラダがカニサラダになるじゃないか。
And that's clearly something that's gonna fuck Nadia up.
さあ皆さん、
Gonna have a salad,
この
find out
私
it's
が
filled with
腕に
meat.
よりをかけて作ったイギリス風ランチでございます。心ゆくまでご賞味くださいませ。
みんな食べないの？美味しいよ。
そうだな。
真似すんな。ハンソン。今日という今日はもう我慢できねえ。堪忍袋のは切れるためにあるんだ。
I guess maybe the logical way to go here,
まあまあ、お二人
if I was gonna be writing this in cartoon format, is that Hansen would fight Sanson in the tank that he made. He made the gratin, and then Sanson's so strong he can fight the gratin. That's how I do it anyway if I was doing all cartoony like this.
イギリスにもまた競馬という貴族のレースがあります。おや、そういえばここにレースのできる動物がいるではありませんか。
だけどキングは一匹しかいねえぜ。
キングに勝てるのはキングだけです。つまりハンソンは自分の力でキングを作ればよいのです。
作る？なんで僕はそんなことをしなきゃいけないんだ。
それがバランスというものです。
バランス？
そうです。サンソンは体力でキングを調教し、ハンソンは科学知識で機械仕掛けのアイアンキングを作り、その両者に決着をつけさせるのです。
So it's like turtle racing. We're doing turtle racing.
あまりにたわけたことです。ここは二人の力と技で衆を決するのが平和的ではありませんか。
Hey, remember when there was this like organization that was trying to destroy the world with super weapons? How they had a whole fleet of like submarines ready to disrupt worldwide trade? And a mysterious Neo-Atlantean emperor that looks like he's right out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before we started going all cartoony, I mean?
森の中で見つけたの。みんなには内緒よ。どうして？みんなに見つかったら食べられちゃうからよ。そうかな。だって今
I think even people that eat meat are willing to keep milk around.
せっかくミルクが飲めるのに、
See, Marie gets me.
したらもったいないじゃない。本当に食べたりしないかしら。何してんの？ほら、もう鍵つけてきたわ。あれ、ヤギじゃないか。ダメよ。このヤギは食べ物じゃないわ。ナディアが捕まえたの。捕まえてなんかいないわ。友達になったのよ。ねえ。ほら。本当だ。だから焼いて食べてもしたらこの私が許さないわよ。すごいや。ナディアって本当に動物と話ができるんだ。
Calling back to that thing which has never been true.
聞こえるようになったのよ。動物たちの声が。私がまだ4つか5つだった頃、旅を続けていたサーカスの
And now we're gonna make it true, I
私を見
guess.
てしまったの。私と仲良しだったスモーキーが連れて行かれるの。年を取ってサーカスでは役に立たなくなったスモーキー。
Man, that circus fucked up every animal you were around.
死にたくないって言った。助けてって言った。
The elephant, a cow.
でも私には何にもできなかった。それからなの。動物の言葉が分かり始めたのは。そうだったのか。
But I'm not saying it can't be true. She clearly has like the telekinetic thing that she did with the blue water when it was about to fall off the ship.
仕方がないわ。みんなには動物の声なんて聞こえないんでしょ。
どうしたキング。
So she's done supernatural shit before.
キング走れキング。勝つんだキング。お前のその眠ったままの野生の血をこの俺様が目覚めさせてやる。まず100メートルダッシュを20回だ。行くぞ。そりゃど どうしたキング、お前が走らなきゃ俺は負けてしまう
I'm
んだ。
not super entertained by the thought of Sanson actually whipping King anyway,
起きろ。
let alone fake
そして
whipping him.
戦え。お願いだ、立つだけでいい。俺の言うこと聞いてちょね。キングちゃん、起きるだけでもいいから。
So King versus King isn't actually the King Crab.
一晩でここまで完成させると
Mechanical
僕っ
King.
てやっぱり天才かな。これだけ早かったら本物だって叶わないぞきっと。あとは外側をどうするかだ。色はやっぱりイタリアンレッドにしようかな。
Our dude here just making fucking animal terminators.
どうしたんだろうね一体。何かあったんですか。
私は心に気のめいる虫を飼っているんだ。その虫のせいで私は。
虫じゃないでしょう。誰かのことがあなたの心に引っかかっているんだ。
What is your game, my dude?
そうでしょう。
そう。私は今まで恋を追いかけて恋に生きてきたってのに、その生きる糧がなくなっちまったのさ。
恋か。恋なんて自分で見つけるものです。じっと待っていたってやってくるものではありません。ご自分でも言っていたではありませんか。運とは自分の力で変えるものだ。
How is she like just realizing it, by the way? She's been staring at images of Nemo. Oh god, don't do this.
キング。
頼む、俺の一生のお願いだ。
でもそんな機械仕掛けのキングなんてそう簡単に作れないよ。
それなら大丈夫。
Why would you want a robot king?
じゃーん、ハンソンのところからかっぱらってきた機械の設計図だ。
ひどいことするなあ。あれ、これは構造的な欠陥があるぞ。
なんだって。
この図面だと電源を外から取らなきゃならないんだ。
改良できるのか。
小型電池
What was his plan? Is he gonna run alongside King holding the
も
batteries?
ちろん。
ということは俺たちが勝つんだ。
ちょっと待ってよ。そんな卑怯なことまでして勝ちたいの？
勝ちたい。
じゃあやらない。
そんな釣れないこと言
Okay,
わないでおくれよ。
this is why this doesn't make sense.
ハンソンに電池を渡して
Do you remember the very first episode
勝負は公平に行わなきゃ。
where Gene is watching all of these up and coming airplanes trying to take off and failing while he's in a contest with his own plane? He knows the flaws of the other planes, is not explaining them,
これは電池じゃないか。これさえあれば
and is prepared to win, and in fact it does, on that very same notion.
確かに渡してきた。
So now this new Gene doesn't make any
できる
sense.
よ。ほら。
いいじゃないか。これだったら勝てるぞ。
Especially because there's been no character growth to, like,
スムーズなんだ。
make it make sense.
あとは外側だね。
よし、色は黒にしよ
黒？
う。ハンソンは赤にしていたからな。それから角をつけるんだ。
角なんかつけると重くなるんだけどな。
でもそっちの方が強そうだろう。よし、これで勝てるぞ。
I want both of these things. Because they're only being tested while pinned by the hip. I want both of these things just to fall over, just into the ground.
そればっかり。
ずるいよじゃん。サンソンと手を組むなんて。
Did I, though?
俺たちの勝ち。
Did I only help him?
お
どっちが勝つのかしら。
両雄並び立たず双方共倒れ。ま、それが関の山さ。
共倒
二つとも同じ図面から作ったんだ。性能は全く同じだからさ。
Well, to be fair, one's
れ。
made by Gene, and everything Gene makes explodes at some point or another.
勝つのは俺のブラックキングだ。
いや僕のレッ
If
ドキン
Gene
グ
made the
だよ。
batteries, that means the batteries in both of them will explode.
二人ともいいかい？これが終わったら喧嘩はもう終わりだからね。
分かってますわ。
よーいスタート。
I do like one of them has a drill tail.
今頃になって走りやがって。
Again, the beach curves. These things have no direction to turn.
ここで待ってたら戻ってくるのさ。俺のブラックキングが。なあじゃん。
しまった。
僕のレッドキングはまっすぐ走るだけなんだ。
See?
やばい。
It's obvious from the start.
大変だ。
僕のキングが僕のキングが。なんてこったい。
I feel like the close-ups are done by zooming in on frames of animation, which is why it looks so not good.
僕の小型電池が。待て。
And this is where Hansen realizes that Gene helped.
僕の小型電池。
And back to the Wile E. Coyote cartoon run. I say they should fall faster than you, given that you have more weight and less buoyancy.
あれ？なんだろうここは。
I mean, that would be like a bigger thing to find out, if not for the fact that I already said this whole thing was a giant thing, Atlantean thing, right? We saw the shimmer below the surface.
じゃんどうしたの？
なんてこった。
This isn't like some lost hatch thing, right?
こんなことに
The hatch from Lost.
もっと優しくしてやるんだったね。
やめてよ。まだ死んだわけじゃないわ。おーい。じゃん。
生きてたんだ。
心配させやがって。
Still waiting for those batteries to explode on him somehow. Okay, so here's my first concern. I don't know that the thing that my source on filler knows what filler is. Now, granted, the filler episodes seem more cartoony. So, I don't know, maybe I'm a little happy that I'm getting a heads up on what the cartoony episodes are going to be. At the same point, the episodes that reveal stuff or reunite us with characters can't be filler, right? The episode where Gene figures out that the island is a sub or, you know, a floating base or whatever, that's major. Now, granted, I don't know what would constitute non-filler episodes if this is a whole arc of filler, right? Like, if all of this is filler, like I said, I know like the next upcoming like next 5 episodes are gonna be filler, according to the thing. And like the previous, we've just got past like 3 or 4 other filler episodes. So if the majority of the arc is filler, then can those important plot points? Those important plot points are important filler plot points, right? And then does that matter at all? I don't know. I'm now unconvinced that any of this might be filler at all. That this just might be cartoony parts of a cartoonish anime. Which I just say, it's just disappointing me a little bit because these were so good. Even in our middle parts, right? Where it's like, oh god, what's gonna happen to the characters? Oh, we got picked up by the Americans. Ha ha, funny Americans. The Americans were serious. Dude was like, they've been fucking killing my sailors. I'm gonna sink that sea monster. And then it turns out to be the garfish, and it's like, oh, that's quite serious for this off-centered episode. I know those weren't filler. I'm just giving an example of how things used to be. And now Gene's having daydreams of creating all sorts of technology, and now he's doing Wile E. Coyote shit of like inventing batteries and dishwashers and clothes washers. As how different is that from him creating a second sun in the sky? It's just weirdly off-putting to me. I want to get back to the serious tone. I know it's weird for me to say that, because if you know me from the Gundam stuff, I'm always like, God, these people have no emotions on their faces. I wish they'd be happy and shit. And now we're here without Captain Nemo anymore and his dour expression and the seriousness of the situation. And we're having fun, and people are clearly expressing themselves, and I'm actively wishing to go back to the mopey sadness. I don't know. It's putting me in a weird place. Either way, I've been Theta. This has been another Stone Face Reactions. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?